Yeah, welcome to EliteHealthOnline.com. Thank you for joining us today. Today we have Sadia Shaki from Texas Star Pharmacy, their compounding pharmacist. Sadia, welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yes, so today we're going to be talking about a really interesting topic, testosterone in women. Everyone knows that testosterone is supposedly a male hormone, and we see it all over our social media posts and women seeing our ads and say things like, oh, testosterone's for men, because they hear the ads every day on TV, the low T for men, and that's it's all pushed towards men. But what is really missing in the community is just an understanding of the importance of testosterone in women and the role that it plays. And so many women are experiencing the pre-menopausal and some of the side effects of lowering testosterone as they approach into their mid-30s and 40s, and they have never thought about testosterone and there many doctors don't even check those values. So Sadia, what I wanted to do today was just have you kind of just take a holistic approach of how important testosterone is in women and how easily this is to be treated if that's in fact low, and something that can correct many of the things that women are experiencing that are kind of been sold in the past as just something that's natural. You're aging, this is normal, deal with it. And that's just not the case.
Yes, absolutely. And then this is so critical that the testosterone replacement therapy is not for men only. Women
Mm-hmm.
actually produce, testosterone as part of a process chemically described as steroidogenesis. And anybody who is interested, they can actually Google this term, steroidogenesis, and they will understand that how cholesterol actually turns into, pregnenolone, then DHEA, and DHEA to testosterone. And then that testosterone in female body is responsible for all the good things that we need, which is estrogen, which is
Mm-hmm.
estradiol. So
Yeah.
yes, through our in female body between brain and ovary connection, this is how it works. Ovaries
Mm-hmm.
produce the most, but our adrenal glands, the same gland that is responsible for producing a lot of other hormones plus cortisol and all that is one specific area where it has a very critical role. Now
Mm-hmm.
as we age, testosterone production reduces, and it's part of the again ovaries which primarily produce
Mm-hmm.
it. They are less and less functional, especially going through the perimenopausal and again menopause and postmenopause. But having the right amount of testosterone is so critical, so they can have a consistent synthesis of estradiol from the
Mm-hmm.
testosterone. But again, testosterone, and it's so important for brain and body health in general. In female body, it prevents osteopenia and osteoporosis, which is called degeneration of bones. And as we age, looks like we reduce in our height because we are having such a bone loss that our bones are getting shrunk and
Mm-hmm.
cartilages are having degeneration type symptoms. So that's very critical that in order to have good health of our bones and structure in general and spine structure, then we should use or have some sort of testosterone support. Then again, muscles, sarcopenia or muscle loss, that is also seen in women a lot more when they get close to that age of the perimenopausal age in their late 30s to early 50s. And not specifically saying aging, there are women who have surgically induced menopause or hysterectomy
Right.
that's happening, in their 20s, and they suffer their entire life because of not available,
Right.
no availability or no synthesis of testosterone.
Right.
So, and most of the doctors, I shouldn't say doctors, some of the traditional and conventional
Mm-hmm.
doctors, they feel like, you don't need that much because now you're, it's different
You're older.
dynamics of your body. Yes. So, but again, more and more research is happening, more and more doctors are getting aware that how critical for bone and muscle and women to help lose their fat. Their visceral fat is so stubborn that
Right.
not having right amount of testosterone, it actually helps
Huge.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gain weight tremendously after,
Right.
the menopausal. Then again, for libido, testosterone has great benefits. It improves their female sexual,
Oh, we hear
dysfunction.
it. We hear it every day. Women go on testosterone. They report back that the stubborn body fat, the muffin top is gone, that their sex drive and sex performance is back. Their husband's happy. They're happy. They love the overall mental fog is gone. I mean, there's so many benefits that you touched on that they love. But what keeps a lot of women from jumping on testosterone when they're low and their doctors recommended it is this fear because it is a male, has been always sold as a male hormone, that they're going to change their features or they're going to, get muscles like a man. And I'm like, no, it's just that the flabby under tricep area is not just going to be flabby anymore. It's going to be toned, but you're not going to become a man or have man features. You had testosterone in your 20s. We're going to return that
Yes,
value back to where it was when you were firm, felt good, and, vibrant, basically.
yes.
Would you touch on that? That this is, going on therapeutic TRT as a female is not going to turn a woman into a man
Them
or
into
give them
male.
male features.
Yeah, so that's why it's called low dose testosterone therapy.
Hmm.
And you know why it is so critical? And it's such a important question because when patients are coming in our pharmacy and they say, "Oh, my doctor prescribed me testosterone, but I'm so concerned that I don't
Hmm.
want to grow facial hair and turn into
Right.
an aggressive personality."
Hmm.
So we have to explain them that you're talking about a man, typically healthy adult man, produces about 7 to 9 milligrams of testosterone per day when they are not using it,
Hmm.
and versus women typically make way less than that. I mean, you're
Right.
talking about, about almost 10 times less. So the
Hmm.
same thing when a man is using testosterone injection or cream, their doses are about 10 times more than yours. And
Hmm.
again, when the doctors are prescribing you this particular concentration, it is so customized that they looked at your lab work. They have your entire
Hmm.
lab work and plus your complaints and history. So the dose that is prescribed is not going to cause much of a conversion of testosterone into
Hmm.
DHT. Basically, most of the side effects that women feel like appearing, like such as facial, hair and
Hmm.
stuff, it comes from excessive dihydrotestosterone, which is happening. But again, low dose is the key. And if
Yep.
if they use it as it is prescribed, then they don't
Yep.
have to worry about any of the side
Yep.
effects,
Oh,
related
great.
to that.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Well, this is so
But
important. We
once you,
see so many patients come to us that, they'll do the free consultation and they're just leery because of bad publicity and they don't take that step. And when you watch how many lives are changed as a result of jumping on low dose testosterone when they're low and the game changer that it becomes in all areas of their life, like you mentioned, it's just hard to watch people be misinformed. So I think this is very helpful today to help them
yes,
understand we're talking about low dose therapy, not jumping on something that's going to change the female body from a perspective of you know having female
and
features or having male features. Very important.
yes, and Clay, right here, the new approach, which a lot of anti-aging and wellness-based doctors they are
Hmm.
recommending, is like if a woman wants to have the perfect level of her testosterone when she is in her late 40s or 50s, then she should have a thorough lab work for all the hormones when she's feeling at her peak, which can be 25 or 30 or 35,
Hmm.
So that gives them an idea. Okay, when you're feeling at your best, this was your
Where were
testosterone
you? Right.
level.
What was your value? Yeah.
Yes, and then of course you may not be needing the same number, but we have some reference that where you were feeling your best, that's what your levels were. So that's
Excellent.
another thing, and again, your platform definitely can provide all their
Right.
specific needs in that regard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Sadia. Hey, folks, click on the link there. If you're experiencing any of these side effects and are not getting the help you need with your current provider, visit us at elitehealthonline.com. Click the link there, book that free consultation, get your lab work, and we can get to looking at your values, your symptoms, and possibly get you on the way. So again, today's conversation is not meant to diagnose or treat anyone, but just simply for educational purposes only. It's important to schedule that consultation with us. So thanks for being with us today. Thank you, Sadia.
Thank you.